Primetime, that's the name.
Primetime.
Primetime.
What time is it? Showtime, primetime.
It's XL Primetime, featuring Joe C.
I reduced my toilet paper down to 3 squares.
Matt Hayes.
Big asses and big thighs, yeah.
And Leon Searcy.
Bringing you love, peace, and soul.
Oh, yeah, man. I don't think you thought you were going to be here. A lot of Duval didn't think you were going to be here. But here you are. A beautiful September record right now of 3-1. This team was 0 for September a season ago. They exit San Francisco, leave the West Coast with a W, which was so big. A Mokama Beer Company Monday, we welcome you into XL Prime Time, and we're definitely going to be, well, we might be tossing back that victory beer as we go along today. But I tell you what, fellas, we're going to go through the game yesterday, all the other stuff that happened in the National Football League, so much from the college football Saturday, including some surprises, okay? Friday as well, FSU losing to Virginia, Alabama beating Georgia, Ole Miss over LSU, all those big ball games, Penn State losing at home, James Franklin against another top 10 team, again. So we'll get into all that, but let's start with your Jacksonville Jaguars. And Leon, across the board, we all felt good about this game. We all felt like it set up well for them the way they've been playing to go out and get a dub, especially with Brock Purdy just getting back under center and all the other injuries. Wasn't easy. It's never easy.
No, it's never easy to win in this league. But here's the thing that I love what the Jaguars did, because what they've been doing the last couple of weeks has been going on tour. Extinguishing narrative tour.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Because you got to remember last week, the whole talk of last week was the Texans came 7 out of 8 here in Jacksonville. They come here. It's their house. They own the deed. We're squatters. We're renters. We don't own this house. They've owned us. We put them to bed. Jacksonville Jaguars. They don't play well on the West Coast. 49ers haven't beaten them for so long. Go in their house. Extreme. I love the fact that this team is responding. All right. They're responding and extinguishing all these narratives about it. And we don't care anything about what the national pundits say about whatever. But in our mind, mentally,
Right. We're
equipping ourselves to next team is in the way. Next team is in the way. Next
Great
team
way
is
to
in the
look
way.
at it.
Absolutely. That's the way you got to look at it. It's a long season. You just got to look at the next team that you play is in the way, and just so happened. And another one narrative that we've come to deal with on the primetime games, we don't play well. So now here's another chance for this team to extinguish another narrative this Monday night against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
I think the fact that they're finding ways to win is awesome, because for the last 2 years they've been finding ways to lose. Like a perfect example is that third and short play where it doesn't look like Trevor's got it, and you get the little push behind him. And it's just the effort, the want, and the will to get that first down. That was a play that I think was so overlooked in the grand scheme of things. Here's another thing. That play call by Liam Cohen to get the first down at the end of the game.
Beautiful.
In 2 years past, they wouldn't have had that call, number one. And number two, something would have happened. Would have been a bad throw, would have been a drop. Something would have happened. They're finding ways to win now, and they're finding ways to do it without some of their best players, or players get injured. Makari gets injured. Trayvon Walker gets injured. They're down a corner at one point. They're down a safety at one point. They just keep finding ways to fill in. They're down a tackle.
Yeah.
And they're getting – I said this at the beginning of the year. They're going to need guys to play at their ceiling now. And Devin Lloyd having an all-pro season.
He's through the roof.
He's having an all-pro season.
He will be among another one of our on Wednesday again, because he keeps playing his fanny off, and he is proving a lot of people wrong. That's for sure. All right, so you guys jump in. Text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Certainly, you are welcome to enjoy this victory with us. 641-1010. Some of the things you saw that has you fired up going forward. You get to enjoy this victory all the way through next Monday as they get ready for Monday Night Football against the Kansas City Chiefs, which will be we already knew it was going to be a big ball game. It's going to be even bigger now with what is at stake. That football team is now, record-wise, less than you are. They're a 2-2 club, and they just sent the Baltimore Ravens to a 1-3 record. And so there's all sorts of things happening in the AFC. The Colts lose last second to the LA Rams, and so now you are sharing the lead at 3-1. So there's so much that you can take out of this game. All right, so XLP Big Three, Just one to start us off, Leon. Leon, if you think of the three things that you think delivered this win, maybe it was different than what you had originally visualized going into this game, but three things that you think led this team to the win.
I got to start with the defense, bro.
Yeah.
The defense is at the top of the mountain top right now. I mean, they're getting after it with the turnovers. I mean, come on, 4 turnovers. I mean, you're talking about four games in a row where they've had at least 3 turnovers or more. In this game, they had 4. Yeah. They're getting after it. And the pass rush, the deflections, the interceptions. I mean, Devin Lloyd, like you said, is having an All-Pro year. They're being disruptive. They're stopping them on crucial times and crucial downs of the game. So I got to start with the defense first, always.
Yeah, I think I'm going to second that and say they're playing at a high level. And it's not just Devin Lloyd that's having an All-Pro year. Josh Hines Allen's having an All-Pro year. Mm-hmm. They're getting contributions from places where they didn't in the past. Right. I think the idea that they were soft up the middle, which we were all concerned about, has now kind of been, debunked. I guess that's probably the best way to say it. They're not soft up the middle. They can stop the run. They can make teams one-dimensional, which is what they're doing. And when you can do that, and you have the ability to rush the passer, which look, it's unbelievable that I'm saying this, but they can rush the passer. Yeah, they figured out ways to get to the passer, and it doesn't have to be from the edge. It can be different zero blitzes or different exotic blitzes, but they figured it out, man. Yeah,
and you guys have heard enough from me as far as the interior that defensive line just question mark. But I maintained a healthy Eric Armstead. You get him back, and he's a driven dude. And then you get those other guys, which they have so far, that it helps the pass rush tremendously to get a quarterback off his spot, to get him uncomfortable. So I'm with you as far as takeaway nation. That's basically what they are right now. Mm-hmm. That is my number one, because they were in danger of letting this game slip away. Second half, when Brock Purdy goes right down the field, they get in the end zone, they make it a closer ball game, and then you have what looked like was going to be a pick with Travis Hunter, and the defensive player gets called for a PI, and then they were able to ultimately get back on the plus side of the field and turn it into points. But yeah, takeaways, man. That is, and we always are saying the same thing, Leon. We don't know how long it's going to last, but my gosh, man, they are opportunistic on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And think about this: when they got that takeaway, you're talking about complimentary football. Yeah. Very next play, Travis Etienne houses it.
Yes.
That's how you usually try to take a team by surprise by throwing the shot down the field. When you get a turnover, but this team runs outside. This team runs a toss crack or whatever you want to call it, and then they house it. And Travis Etienne takes it all the way through. That's how you respond when you get a turnover. That's a beautiful thing.
By the way, that looked a lot like Clemson, Travis Etienne yesterday. A lot like him.
Well, he definitely looks healthier, and like we said, you guys know I kind of chronicled this a little bit in training camp. He did not appear to be in the best of shape, and he has come through that big time. He was working extra, and you saw this, Leon, at camp. He was working extra afterwards, and it's the one thing I have maintained this entire time is a line that can block and a scheme that will get you in position to make plays is paying off. It's so obvious the difference between the play calling and the actual plays in the playbook from Doug Peterson versus Liam Cohen.
Well, you remember the narrative during training camp where we were talking about Travis Etienne getting second and third team reps? Remember that?
Oh, yeah. People wanting to move him all day.
Tank was getting all the reps, and then they had Tootin in front of him, and he was mixing and matching between him and Tootin. It was like, oh, man, he's trade bait.
Hey, I interviewed Tank Bigsby with the idea that he had a chance to win the starting job. I interviewed Travis Etienne with the idea that he was about to lose his job. And then a lot of people were saying Etienne out the door. Well, I do believe that we all looked at it and said, if that run game's there, it's going to help Trevor. It's going to help Etienne mightily because he's the one who's benefiting most from this. And they were able to say goodbye to Tank, move Bashal and LaQuint Allen up in terms of importance and play time, and never miss a beat. They have not missed a beat when it comes to the run game. All right, so we'll do a little bit more of our XLP Big Three coming up here in just a second, but safe to say basically you make something happen, then you make something happen on top of it. There's no question about that. That's what they've done. I'll give you another example of that right before the half that we will do coming up. All right, you guys can jump in. Your big three as you listen to XL Primetime and Mokama Beer Company Monday. Check them out. They are open. They would love to see you. They got the tap room wide open. They got the coffee being served. Great menu. You can check it out any day of the week. Mokama, right there in Fernandina Beach on South 8th Street, or on the shelves at any one of your local Publix, Target, ABC, or Total. Check out Mokama.
XL Primetime from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios. A strong fence makes a good fence. A strong defense makes a good team.
They're the best defense in the league for a reason.
Each week, Superior Fence and Rail presents the Defensive Player of the Game. Go, let's go! On 1010XL.
This right here, this is where it starts. With a little flame and a lot of love. When the air cools or the night falls, fire brings the warmth. But it's what we bring to the table that matters. Slow smoked barbecue. Stories that stretch long. Laughter that lingers. And moments that just feel full. That's why it's always Sunny's here.
Looking for a great place to enjoy some craft creations and soak up some scenery? Fernandina's Mokama Beer Company is a must-see and must-try. Nassau County knows it. Visitors need to find out about it. Mokama means near the big water where the sun is born. And if you visit their tap room in Fernandina Beach, you'll see how they've mastered equal parts precision and art in creating great flavors from IPAs to Pilsners, lagers, and sours, plus plenty more. Mokama.com, Mokama Beer Company. Start an adventure and find them in Fernandina.
Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, congratulating our Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Morgan Williams, senior volleyball player at Atlantic Coast High. Morgan is a member of the National Honor Society and the National Art Honor Society, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and the Jacks Thrive Club.
I'm Frank Frangie. Now, I've been telling you about my daughter Amber's journey with Awaken 180. Well, ready for this? She has now lost 60 pounds. That number's real, 60 pounds in a little over 3 months. And here's the thing, she loves doing it. She just went on a trip to Tampa to see a concert, sort of a road trip. And I asked her, was it hard to stay on the diet? She said, Dad, that's just it. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle change, and it's sustainable. And it's sustainable even when you're on the road. She is so excited. It has not changed her life. I think that's the best thing. It's a lifestyle change, but it doesn't ruin your life. She's loving her life, and she's so excited that she's been able to lose all that weight. You can do the same thing. You can kickstart your transformation. Call 844-346-1800 or visit awaken180weightloss.com. It's working for Amber, and she's so excited, and I promise you it can work for you. 844-346-1800 or awaken180weightloss.com.
Jaguar fan, Palm Beach Autographs is putting together a Fanatics exclusive with a chance for you to meet and get an autograph from Trevor Lawrence and Ryan Thomas Jr. All the details are at palmbeachautographs.com or drop by the Avenues Mall for more info. It's happening at Palm Beach Autographs in the Avenues Mall.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyoublow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Florida Home AC, the official AC partner of the Jaguars. Make them your AC partner with honest cost estimates before they start the work with no hidden fees. Call 777-4300 for Florida Home AC.
Get ready, poker players. The World Poker Tour is coming back to Best Bet Jacksonville from October 30th through November 18th. It's your chance to become a World Poker Tour champion with 14 different poker tournaments to play, including the Best Bet Scramble, a $5,000 no-limit hold'em main event with a $1 million guarantee. Satellites and mega satellites are going on now at Best Bet Jacksonville. For the full WPT schedule and more information, visit bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
105 years, you can count on Catlin.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Purdy under center this time. Play fake, drop the Jags blitz. He hit him, the ball's out! The ball is out! They knocked it out of there! Jacksonville trying to jump on top of it! No signal yet! That's the Jaguars ball. The Jags have it! They created yet another turnover, and they got the ball away from the 49ers!
It's Mocama Monday on XL Primetime. Head to the tap room in Fernandina Beach every day that ends with Y and enjoy some Mocama.
Frank Franchi on the call, Jeff Lageman in the booth, as well as they certainly could feel that momentum shift when they were able to get to Brock Purdy again, and that time knocked the ball out. That was a Eric Armstead swat that popped the ball loose. Devin Lloyd was right there. Foye Oluokun comes up with the football, and that's the type of meet me at the quarterback type of play that we've seen a bunch of from this Jaguars defense.
And Eric got the game ball, and trust me, from speaking of prior history, it's nothing like going into your old team's house and winning.
Yahtzee.
Yes.
Yahtzee on
absolutely.
that. Yeah, just fantastic. And look, Eric Armstead, everyone had a little fun talking about whether or not he was hurt or not. And as a veteran, you just say, hey, are you ready to go when games count? That's how I'm looking at it as a 10, 11-year guy who said, plug me back in the middle. And this defense with this staff, they have done tremendous work in terms of getting people in position to make plays. And then it's up to the dude to make the play.
Well, they trusted him. I mean, because we all made fun and made light of the fact that we hadn't seen him in practice. And, and maybe he earned his stripes, so to say, being a veteran in the league. So the team and the organization had to trust him enough to say, okay, when he gets back to business, he's going to be about his business. Yeah. And that's all we've been seeing.
Right. I mean, as long as he's not a liability and it's just, you say it all the time, as long as you get, you're even up. You don't even necessarily have to win. You just don't have to get beat.
Yeah.
Stalemates. And then every once in a while, he gets you a big play. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Well, for what it's worth, I mean, it's worth recognizing these guys. And like I said, this may come up when I was on Wednesday, but Mason Smith is making plays too. He is becoming a factor in the middle. And you don't have to hit the stat sheet a bunch. You got to be there and make sure that you create some havoc. For linebackers to make plays, which he did do a couple of those yesterday. But, yeah, no getting away from it. So I want to go back to what Leon said, and we'll keep it going with our XLP Big Three. But when they have sudden change plays and then stack on top of that another sudden change play, that's the home run that you're referring to, Leon. Yeah. You turn the ball over. Okay, you can't keep throwing it to Luke Farrell. What are you doing, San Francisco? We got rid of that man. You know that you can't keep funneling the ball to Farrell and expect it to work. Anyway, they got the early completion to him. Then they got the next completion to him, and Dennis Gardeck pops the ball out. Jacksonville gets the ball, and then they turn it into points. That's two huge sudden shots.
Yeah, it's complimentary football. I keep saying it. And it's the kind of stuff that you see on the sideline amongst each other, amongst teammates. Hey, man, we're going to get this ball back. When y'all get it back, we're going to go score. And they did exactly, not just one play. After, Devin Lloyd got that interception. You take AT&T, he houses it. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah.
No, I also think it makes your defense look so much better. And this sounds bad, but so much better than it is. And it doesn't mean they're a bad defense. I think they're a really good defense. They're playing at a high level right now. But when you get those turnovers and create short fields for your offense, and your offense scores, and you're playing with a lead, how many times were they chasing points in the last 2 years?
Well, that's
when you're playing with a lead, everybody on the team plays with more confidence.
All right, let's make this the 10-10 take, and we'll just follow off of that and hit it.
Now, Joe C's 10-10 take. Slow smoked and served up by Sonny's Barbecue. Local pitmasters since 68.
So when you take the ball away and then turn it into points, it's such an uplifting feel, and it does breathe and breed confidence throughout your entire team. And like Leon says, up and down the sideline, you do something, I'm going to do something. And that's what you're basically getting from this football team. And playing with the lead, this team, it was a 3-0 ball game at the end of the first quarter, and then they rattled off 17 points in the second quarter. So the basic message here is that this team never really had a good, solid offensive line to where they could get the lead. And then they never really had a good solid pass rush that they could work with the lead with. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't get to rush the passer with a lead in hand really the last couple of seasons, and that's how it's dramatically changed. You work with the lead, your pass rush becomes much more volatile in terms of getting to the quarterback. And that's honestly what has happened for this football.
You at least have the ability to.
Yeah.
Because you put yourself in a position where now someone else is pressing. Now someone else realizes that their window of mistake is much smaller.
Yeah.
You can't have mistakes when you're chasing points.
Well, if it's Brock Purdy with a 17-6 lead, that pass pressure isn't necessarily there because all of a sudden you're on your heels just a little bit for another big play that he could have.
But if you have the 17-6 lead, then you've got Brock Purdy. He's pressing a little bit.
That's what he was.
He knows he's got to make the perfect throw. He knows he's, like I said, that window squeezes a little bit. And that allows the defense to, you don't have to play perfect. You just got to be there.
I was impressed with this offensive line, the way they play, because everybody talked about how the big bad 49ers defense was physical out front and we weren't going to have the ability to rush the ball. This offensive line took it right to them. They took belt to fanny from start to finish.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I loved it because that's the one thing it's hard to do on the road is to establish the ground game on the road. And I think this team did that by just being the more physical team up front. And when's the last time we was able to say that about this offensive line?
Not only that, I love it when Van Lanning gets there and he's not taking grub from anybody, man.
Well, yeah,
he's getting
a guy that
faces, man.
He's a guy that got healthy and was able to get in there. Both he and Anton were alternating in and out, and we saw Adoga go in there. But here's the other part of it: Brenton Strange. Everyone kept wondering, you get rid of this the Evan Ingram offensive weapon, and you go and you get Brenton Strange, you put him in line. You saw that run that Etienne had after the turnover. That was off of Walker Little's behind, and Brenton Strange with a huge kick-out block on that one that led to him getting loose.
That was the key. I don't know what the play was called, but I know it was a toss play. And Brenton Strange, like you said, and Walker Little got his head play side.
Yeah.
And he got to play side and run. That's all you have to do. You can't play side and run. By the time the defender got there, Etienne was right by pass.
And he covers half the field.
Yes.
48 yards on the run and a little juke move. And like you said, Matt, that takes you back to his Clemson days. Look, all of these guys are empowered with a feel and a philosophy on offense that we're going to be aggressive. We're going to take chances. We've got the plays that will put you in position to be a star. BTJ.
And we know when to call the plays.
Yes, all of it.
We know how
man.
to set up plays.
Every bit of it is that, and that's why I think, look, Liam, I don't know if I like his chances against Robert Saleh. It's just a straight octagon situation, but he is
probably not good.
Yeah, but he is a ballsy son of a gun that will operate in kind of a savage mode. He wants to take you out with his play calling.
Well,
I want to kick their ass.
He does have a little New Hampshire in him, though. He might. I mean,
listen,
for your I-State, I believe.
Is New Hampshire tough?
I think, isn't that the Litchfield I-State?
Well,
New Hampshire?
the way it was told to me, my Aunt Bonnie grew up there in Vermont, New Hampshire, and you get into some of those like country areas of New Hampshire.
Yeah.
There is, every porch has a shotgun, basically.
Yes, every state has a little redneck in it. Okay?
Every porch
Everyone
has a shotgun.
Yes.
You don't just go walking up to somebody's house.
I'm not saying that Liam's a redneck, but I mean like a little attitude.
Well, he ain't playing.
Well, here's the thing. In the locker room, he won.
Yeah.
Because he didn't fight. Because he told them to keep his name out of my mouth and kind of walked away while he was saying that. That's fine.
Yeah.
But in that locker room, he won the fight because he initiated it. No, Solomon initiated by running his mouth earlier during the week.
With the old backhanded compliment.
He called him to the carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in that locker room, in our minds, he won.
Yeah, and Kyle Shanahan tried to explain it away and then still kind of backed it up. We like playing by the rules. Whatever, dude. You win, you do it. And this is not Belichick rolling tape. And
Did he really say we like playing by the rules?
Yeah, that was the gist of it on Thursday or Friday. And
tell Kyle to sleep well with that L.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, it's as simple as that. And so you got to feel good about the personality of your head coach and the team following that personality. And he's not fiery, over the top, ridiculous, but he's going to create an edge and let you play with an edge to where you can get feisty. You can start to inflict some punishment on other teams, whereas this team had to absorb a lot. Look, soft serve, out the door, man. Okay? Out the door. This is more about a football team that has an attitude and and a believability that they can go do whatever they want.
This is how you change culture, bro.
Yeah.
When your head coach comes in and calls a guy who's running his mouth during the week to the car, not only did I beat you, but I told you to keep my name out your mouth. All right? Yeah. So that invigorates a team when you know your coach is a little fiery. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Also, when you don't say like your team has to like get over their feelings from the previous coach.
Yeah, none of it. And they basically said
feelings for God's sake.
And well, this was, and also at the same time, Jimmy Gladstone's, okay? All these guys. Hunter Long had never caught a touchdown pass in his NFL career. He has 2 in the first month of a season. And he is wide open for a game-clinching first down play. And that's the scheme. That's how to call it. That's putting people in position to make plays. And Hunter Long is being asked to make plays for this football team, and he's doing it.
Yeah, well, it's also it's the mindset that they brought, man. Like I don't think Pacelli, Cohen, and Gladstone give a rat's ass about feelings.
Yeah,
all they want is ball. Can you play ball?
Well, I think the feelings.
Are you going to do your job when rubber meets the road? That's all they care about.
I think the feelings that Tony Pacelli has helped revive with this football team, Leon, is the attitude that we can inflict some punishment. That he said it before the Houston game. They're the bullies. We need to punch back. That's basically what we need to do, and that's what they're becoming.
Yeah, Jaguars versus everybody. All right, nobody matters but what's in this locker room right now.
Yeah,
nobody gives a rat whatever about the Jaguars outside of Duval and in this locker room, and that's the approach you got to have, bro.
Yeah.
That's the approach we had, and that's what I'm telling you. That's what Baselli's telling them.
And I feel like he has as much of a hand in that part of it, and Liam definitely does. Anthony Campanile, the way he coaches, 100% the way he coaches is that we are going to do everything we can to wreck shop whatever it is you're trying to do. And that's what they were able to do yesterday. And in between, like, a lot of different guys have had a hand in this. Eric Armstead was able to do it. Trayvon Walker ends up with an injury. Eric Murray also with an injury. So all these guys weren't all 100% at any one time in this ball game. Tyson Campbell's still being challenged, still hoping he makes another one of those big plays. But Ricky Pearsall, we were asking about back shoulder, whether they exist. Yeah, they do, because back shoulder, that was a huge one for him. And it was a great catch from him. But Tyson Campbell's another one of those guys that you're trying to get to a point where he can inflict some punishment on somebody else by making that type of play.
Trev tried to throw it early to BTJ, but it was miscommunication there.
Yeah, the good thing about this team is that they're winning with effort and intensity, and they're enjoying them. They're enjoying the ass kicking process of it. That's the most important thing. Yeah. You're enjoying the ass kicking process. You're enjoying beating that. That's what it's about on both sides of the ball. Enjoying beating that other team's butt for 60 minutes of football.
Yeah, and it
should be celebrated. That's what Liam was doing in the locker room. When I saw the locker room one, where he talked about the offense rushing for 150, giving up no sacks, the turnovers they had, the special teams. They're enjoying beating teams behinds. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. Think of a couple of things that have happened in terms of special teams. The Parker Washington return was electric. Electric. And that came at a time when they needed it to try and salt away this win. And then here comes the 49ers and charge back. But that was such an unbelievable play at that moment. And then go back to just before the half when they hold San Francisco to a field goal. And they barely have 35, 39 seconds, whatever the clock was. It was just over 30 seconds. And Bashal Tootin gets them back to midfield with a nice return.
They almost scored a touchdown on that drive.
He did, dude. He did.
No, just the Jags in general.
Right. Well, yeah.
They got way down there.
But he made the big play pass midfield, almost broke that last tackle, and who knows what would have happened. But anyway, he gets them in position, and then they hit, who was it? BTJ and Travis Hunter were the two catches? I think that's what it was. And, yeah, you easily could have called a different play to have another shot at the end zone instead of one in the middle of the field.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
they still got points out of it.
You get 4 turnovers. You get a turnover on downs. You hold them to a field goal. Those are 5 mega plays where the other team's going, son of a gun.
When is the last time this team has held the opposing team with less than a minute to go to a field goal and then also score a field goal?
That's like what winning teams do.
It's been a minute.
Right,
yeah, exactly.
Right. That's what championship teams do.
We do need to have a word with Cam Little this week.
Yeah. Come
on, bro. We know you hit a 70-yarder in preseason. Get over yourself.
Stop relying on that, man.
Yeah, a couple of kicks.
Make these ones that are important.
Less than 50 yards. Give me that real quick, JJ, if you don't mind.
That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
Now, we have seen these. This is what, whenever you see an injury, you fear the worst and you think it's going to be, and it usually is, Malik Neighbors with a torn ACL. They have said it. He is, and it's one of those, he landed awkwardly, and we'll get Gio in here later in the week for his analysis, but it's another non-contact deal. Went up for the ball, came down, landed awkwardly, and it's over. And Malik Neighbors was just now getting Jackson Dart in the lineup where he was looking forward to seeing what might be ahead for him. Anyway, you hate it for him, but that's Brian Thomas Jr.'s old running mate with LSU a couple of years ago.
That's really 2 seasons in a row for him.
Yeah.
Ended early, unfortunately. The guy's a freak.
Yeah, he had a concussion. What was the other injury last year?
I don't remember.
I know the concussion kept him out for at least 1 or 2 games, and then he did have another injury that got him again towards the end. But he had just got through cussing out the offense.
Still had 106 catches last year,
and then went off in week 2. Yeah. And then Russ got benched after this past week, and then he turned right around and was looking good again. So anyway, you feel for him, that's for sure. All right, we mentioned LSU. So let's get to a little LSU Ole Miss, Florida State, Virginia, Oregon, Penn State, Alabama, Georgia. We'll do all those coming up on XLP.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford.
How do you know that your roof is ready for the next big storm? You don't. That's why you need to call me. I'm Ronnie, the owner of Brandon Roofing. We'll assess your roof and fix those issues before they become storm disasters. Visit BrandonRoofing.com today to schedule your free roofing quote.
License number CCC 1328006.
Hey, Duval, here's your chance to be face-to-face with the Jags as they take the field on game day. Jump in the shadows and experience the Jaguars like never before. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows for your chance to be part of the action. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the 50 United States and D.C., 18 and older. Entry periods for the sweepstakes are from 8/4/25 to 12/21/25. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsor and administrator, Everbank, N.A. member FDIC.
Post-game Monday on 1010XL is served by Dandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956.
It's the start of our favorite season in Jacksonville, football season. Let's get hyped and let's get the home in tip-top shape and let's get that house zero-resified. Carpets, tile, rugs, upholstery, hardwood, they'll take care of you. Call the folks at Zero Res right now, 287-5727. Ask for the 1010XL special. Get your 3 rooms of carpet cleaned at $139 plus a 4th room free. Zero Res. Spell it forwards or backwards. It spells the same. Zero Res.
Zero Res.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative. What's better than beer? Cold beer. Put your company logo on a custom koozie. Check them out at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
This is Greg Huntington, a.k.a. The Mangler. I'm on the winning team at Waste Management. WM is the largest sustainability company in North America. If your business needs sustainable environmental services for waste removal and recycling collection, then you can count on the industry leader of WM to deliver results. Your services will be completed in a timely, safe, and eco-friendly manner. Go to WM.com/Duval. That's WM.com/Duval and get signed up today. If anyone can talk trash, it's the Mangler.
Universal Roof and Contracting presents the Offensive Player of the Game. Universal Roof and Contracting. The difference is universal.
Travis Etienne played a beautiful brand of football for the squad in California. The teal and black running back tallied 124 yards on 19 carries on Sunday and added in a touchdown in what was an amazing performance. Simply put, America runs on Etienne, and he's your Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through September 30th. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just a job, but an experience, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
I'm Chris Campione. Veterans have given so much in the service of our country, but when it comes to legal challenges, you shouldn't have to fight alone. At Campione Law, we're here to help veterans like you get the support and compensation you deserve. Whether it's a workplace injury, a personal injury claim, or navigating a veteran's disability claim, we'll stand by your side every step of the way. Your service to our country matters. Let us serve you with the dedication and respect you deserve. Call Campione Law for a free consultation today. Campione Law, fighting for veterans, fighting for justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Campione Law.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Here comes the blitz. Castellanos in trouble. Heaves one towards the end zone. Intercepted. It's over. Virginia has done it.
Mondays on XL Primetime, brought to you by Mocama. Check out their great craft in the tap room in Fernandina Beach.
I always like to talk about the cold one. You can commiserate or celebrate. Doesn't matter. And one needs one for one reason, one needs one for the other. But Mocama Beer Company Monday. Let's get into what happened Friday night, and let's get into all the other games with a little bit of college ball. But we will definitely get back to your Jacksonville Jaguars. You guys can hit us on the text line, 641-1010. Got plenty that are celebrating really a lot of the individual efforts that you are getting from your Jacksonville Jaguars. So we'll get back into that. But you heard that play call. And Matt, we'll give Matt Hayes credit. Because he's the one who called it.
He forecasted.
Yep, going into the
I didn't want to
game.
believe it.
And you said you were going to come in and get on the air on the outdoor show.
I was.
With Captain Kevin Favor.
I was.
I
forgot about that.
I forgot to set my
Kurt
alarm.
Rawls and Jeff Lagerman.
I did. I forgot to set my alarm.
Yeah.
I was celebrating too much.
Well, the game went really late.
Yeah, it was.
It did
It
go
was double overtime. And
it was a thrilling game from the Virginia point of view. Big crowd, Friday night. But when that play did fall to the ground dead and it was over,
it was a little scary.
I've never seen a crowd, a field storming crowd on the field that fast. Now, I never...
they'd been there since like the fourth, like
they've been
5
waiting.
minutes
Yeah.
left in the fourth quarter, and then they blew it at the end. I know what Matt was thinking.
Yeah, they've been waiting forever.
Shivs everywhere.
But this is the first time
everywhere.
This is the first time I've ever really been willing to go with the Shiv scare.
Oh, not you too.
No. I didn't think Shiv.
But dangerous.
But
Yeah.
like dang man,
Bro.
you need to let these play like that play within a half a second.
Bro, the poor
Co-eds were on top
the
of the
poor Florida State receiver that
Squirrel.
Yeah.
that was going for the ball. He
Co-eds
like
on
disappeared, bro. He like
Well,
He's
it
still
was-
there.
I mean, he's probably
It was like they were
embedded
all-
in the field right now.
It's like they were all
Hopefully doesn't have a couple
squirrels,
shivs in him.
and he was the acorn. None of them carried shivs. Everything's fine. They pay the fine. Virginia does.
You don't know. See, you don't know that. Somebody could have been shivved there. You have no
Wow,
idea.
Tommy Castellanos,
Again, since-
somebody put a middle finger in his face, and I saw everyone crying online about that.
Look,
Wow.
There's enough bad going on out there. We don't need to.
There could have been one student giving another
Yeah.
student a shiv
Well, we don't need to accuse
in the
student-
arm or something, you know.
Yeah, whatever, man. There's enough bad stuff. Look, the Ryder Cup fans.
All I know is I got the pick right, so I don't care about
Oh
anything
my
else.
God, the golf media on Twitter the last few days have just been clutching pearls like crazy. They were making weight jokes about Shane Lowry. Yes, he's fat.
Yeah, and he scored the winning point for the Euros. So,
have you guys ever been to any other sporting event on earth?
Yeah.
That's sort of par for the course. People
Not only
say
that,
the F word.
Knowing Shane Lowry, he probably makes Shane Lowry fat jokes.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
well, he would admit it. But the only other thing is that when the master of ceremonies does the FU to
Now
Roy,
that
like,
is
come on.
too much.
Yeah,
to have an official person
Right.
doing that, you should be fired for
Yeah,
that.
have a little class.
Yeah.
But I was worked up as much as anybody about the United States. I don't think we play golf in America anymore. I don't know what the deal is there.
Crazy.
Yeah. All right, but back to Florida State. What did you take out of that game Friday night, Big? Because
I mean, it was disappointing because I thought there was an opportunity for Miami and Florida State to to battle again, be top 8 teams in the country to go after it. So I didn't think that Florida State was going to get dominated like that. They got dominated pretty much in the trenches and on the line of scrimmage, and because of their offense is so tempoed, Virginia started driving the ball, wearing down that defense, running the ball effectively, all that kind of stuff. So it's a two-sided sword when it comes to you running an up-pace offense and scoring points, and then an offense on the other side wearing down your defense. And I think on both sides of the ball, Virginia carried this weight as far as
if you can't move the chains, you're going to get a tired defense out there. Yeah. It's all said and done. And Chandler Morris, give him credit. He ran for 3 scores, threw 2 touchdown passes. That was a night for that kid, for that Wahoo quarterback.
Not only that, he did the last quarter and a little bit. Well, actually, overtime last quarter and a little bit with something going on with his hand, his throwing hand.
Yeah.
Definitely
he
got
hit
dinged.
It on a helmet or something.
Yeah, definitely got dinged. Who knows, what happened or how bad it was, but he was definitely playing injured.
The other ones, real quick. Alabama, I don't think we saw this coming. As far as Ty Simpson going on the road in Athens, a setting that is as good as it gets in college football, particularly at night, in the idea that they had won that game on the road, come from behind against Rocky Top, and then they get Alabama, who already had been knocked around on the road, that they were just going to take care of business. But that line, Vegas is crazy, man. Less than a field goal.
What was that line? That
2.5
points.
Listen, it's hard to win 58 straight home games.
Oh, my God.
It's really hard.
Just tell them again, JJ.
It's hard to win 58 straight home games.
Yeah, they got to start over.
They do.
They made it to 33, and now it's done. But Bama and Ty Simpson, give him some credit for what he did.
He looked really good.
Yeah.
I mean, Alabama, they were getting production everywhere. Their offensive line played well.
Having Bam Miller back was huge.
Yeah. The defensive line was disruptive on Gunnar Stockton. They played smart the whole game. And I don't know what that 4th down call was. And, you can say all you want about, we were running tempo and Cash Jones was already in there. I don't care. That's a critical point in the game. Call timeout.
Yeah.
Would you have kicked it?
No, I would have gone. I don't
just
mind
don't like
going.
the play call.
I don't mind going for 4th. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, you could. At the end of the day, now in hindsight, you say, "Oh, if he kicks it, then it's tied game."
Bama
I get all
hadn't
that.
scored the entire half.
Right.
So you kick it there, it is tied.
And you have to think about that.
It's
That
different
is-
than the NFL where teams just go up and down the field willy-nilly.
It's legit, especially when you think of how it went a year ago and they came storming back. Georgia did. And then, like you said, Alabama had not scored.
Leon, I need to talk to you about the Caden Proctor catch and run.
It's unbelievable.
I know you enjoyed that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I did. Absolutely.
Bro, he was like a 30-story building running up the field.
Rumble, big man rumble. I love it.
It wasn't even run. I mean, get out of the way, man. It was like
He looked
Godzilla.
athletic.
Yes.
You had a big man yesterday. Who was it for the Giants?
Bro, first off, Caden Proctor bent down to get that throw. It was a low throw.
Well, I just love the idea that Kalen DeBoer and Ryan Grubb are calling big man plays like that in the biggest of games.
Like when the game is on the line. Yeah.
Biggest of games. And he held on to the ball.
He did. Absolutely.
Yeah. It went for the cone, too.
Yeah. It was a beautiful thing to see.
All right. Now, speaking of 4th down calls, the Lane call to seal the deal against LSU, another big one, okay? That's a play caller, and you can basically take a look at what he's done. Lane Kiffin took a guy from Ferris State. I always shout out AI, Amelia Island Al up there, AI Al, who went to Ferris State, proud alumni, alumnus of Ferris State. Trinidad Chambliss is unbelievable, and they end up beating LSU. That was a hell of a good game.
It was a great game. I was on the Lane train for the whole now.
First off, the play call was Charlie Weiss Jr., wasn't Lane.
Whatever, man.
Lane doesn't call plays.
Are you in love with Charlie Weiss Jr.?
No, but I think he needs a little credit, man. He's a young cat. That's a really good.
Well, they only showed him in the booth 50 times.
Yeah,
he gets a lot of credit.
You're his PR guy.
Lane had to clear it, right?
So if he gets hired at Florida, does Charlie Weiss Jr. come with him?
No, Charlie Weiss Jr. will get that Ole Miss job.
Wow.
You might move him up. Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
So do you even want Lane at this point, guys?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean Lane's not a great
Keep
coach.
Billy.
It's just,
I mean, with a knock on Lane, he's going to win the big one. He won the big one.
Yeah, and that
at the
was
crib.
honestly, it was a great game, great theater, and you got it. That's for sure. I loved it. Yeah. And
they played great on defense, which was surprising to me. Although now I think we have to finally admit that LSU's got an offense problem. Not just
And a
running game.
defense problem.
Not just running game, but I mean overall, they're not that good on offense.
I said on Friday going into this game, and I didn't get too many of them right over the weekend, but I got this one right, is that this is the Brian Kelly game. This is the one where they're going to get on him so hard.
Yeah, you're right.
For not getting it done, and they had a good enough defense, but now they didn't have a good enough offense, and they still are not running the football.
I think I missed all 3 games. I missed the LSU game. I missed the Georgia game. And what was the third game we had?
It was Oregon, Penn State.
I missed that. I picked Penn State.
Yeah, well,
I thought you said you were going 6-0 this
I know.
week.
I think I went 0-6, actually.
By the way, before we break, we have to break, but who would you guys say right now is going to win the SEC?
I will go with Hotty Toddy.
I'm going to go Alabama.
Whoa, Ole Miss.
I'm not going
I'm gonna go Alabama.
Let's see Ole Miss when they go on the road first.
Okay, let's see it.
Alabama for Leon.
Alabama.
All right, Bama looks really good.
I'm sticking with Georgia.
All right, we'll keep that going. Coming up here in just a second. It is XL Primetime Mokama Beer Company Monday.
XL Primetime, driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford. Elite service for elite companies. No static ever. Download the free 1010XL app for Apple and Android devices and take us with you wherever you go. 1010XL.
Jacksonville, Hickens calling it. Checkmate Coatings, my MVP. Tough, slick floors that dominate any space.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Jacksonville, All Elite Wrestling is coming home to Daly's Place for 2 huge nights. Dynamite Title Tuesday, October 7th, and as special Wednesday Collision, October 8th. Feel the real as the greatest professional wrestlers in the world deliver a homecoming to remember. Championships at stake on a Tuesday, and stars collide on a special night. It's AEW's Homecoming with Dynamite Title Tuesday, October 7th, and Collision, October 8th. Tickets on sale now, starting at $20 at AEWTIX.com.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On September 29th, 1954, Game 1 of the World Series, Willie Mays makes his iconic over-the-shoulder catch.
Winter and spring registration is already cranking up at I-9 Sports, and if you have kids ages 3 to 17, I-9 Sports is inviting you to get them on the field or in the gym with great sports like girls flag football. Plenty of places to play like Oakley, Fleming Island, UNF, Fletcher, and Creekside. Log on to i9sports.com and see all the sports they have to offer across the First Coast in Duval, Clay, and St. John's. Enter 1010 in the promo code for a discount. Registration open right now for winter and spring sports at i9sports.com.
Get ready. Monday Night Football is coming to Everbank Stadium October 6th. And this is a matchup you won't want to miss. Your Jacksonville Jaguars are throwing it back in their Prowler jersey as they take on the Kansas City Chiefs under the Primetime lights. Don't wait. Be a part of the action. Get your tickets now by visiting us online at jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. We can't wait to see you at the bank for Primetime Football.
Hey, I'm Tony from Tony D's Pizza. People ask me all day long, is it the water that makes the difference? Well, yes and no. Even water can't make a good pizza. It's the ingredients, too. The best tomatoes, the best flour, and the best cheese. Oh, and a lot of love. Tony D's New York Pizza, Bay Meadows and 295.
Jacksonville's building a fence along the goal line. This is the Superior Fence and Rail Defensive Player of the Game. Superior Fence and Rail, where quality matters.
Devin Lloyd was golden while in the Golden State. The Jacksonville linebacker recorded 8 tackles against San Francisco and would also nab 2 interceptions in what was a special day for him. He showed the moxie, brains, and spunk. Number 0 was certainly a hero, and he's your Superior Fence and Rail's defensive player of the game.
You waited forever for your new fence. Then strangers show up. Subcontractors rushing the job. Sent by the company you trusted. Frustrating, right? Superior Fence and Rail promises better. Their professionally trained builders deliver quality you can trust. No subcontractors, no shortcuts. Just the superior craftsmanship your home deserves.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Looking for an engagement ring in Jacksonville? Here's a pop quiz. Which Jacksonville jeweler cuts out the middleman and guarantees the lowest price on any diamond?
I'm thinking it's...
No, it's Beard's Diamonds. Question 2. Which jeweler in the town center has thousands of designer engagement rings and a multi-million-dollar diamond inventory? I'm going to say... No, it's Beard's Diamonds. Question 3. Which jeweler in Jacksonville offers an unbiased diamond education, a lifetime upgrade, and free maintenance for life? How about Dude, you should have learned by now it's Beard's Diamonds. Final question. Which jewelry store in Jacksonville hasn't been sold a few times and is currently not owned by a national conglomerate? Beard's Diamonds? Ding, ding, ding. Now you're getting it. Beard's Diamonds guarantees a better selection, an unbeatable price, superior warranties with no corporate rule books, no commission salespeople, and no chain store atmosphere. Beard's Diamonds, Jacksonville's jeweler. St. John's Town Center.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Mondays on XL Primetime, brought to you by Mokama. Check out their great craft in the tap room in Fernandina Beach.
All right, I might have to save this text for Wednesday because it is fitting that they're getting on us a little bit, and sometimes we do get thrown into a big pile together. I totally get it because you listen to 1010XL all the time, but we're individual voices. We're singular in thought. But sometimes we do kind of go down the same road. So this one with the Jags beating the 49ers, and every one of you wanted to trade ETN. Every one of you thought Walker Little couldn't play, and every one of you thought Devin Lloyd was garbage and could not play pass defense. The truth is we had garbage coaches, complete garbage. He ain't wrong.
No, he's not.
I've been
sounds like their pastor or something.
I've been
their church.
Although I will say one of us was saying coaching can do everything. It was you.
I feel like I've been preaching the coaching part of this for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it's always a combination, Leon. I always look at you and say, hey, you got to still tell me that player is responsible for his own play. But I just know coaches put you in good positions to be successful if they're good.
Good coaches do, yeah. Good coaches they recognize the talent, they recognize their players, and they put them in the best possible position to succeed.
Yeah,
they do. That's what they do.
And look, I felt like ETN could thrive in this offense.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't shipping him out of town, but that definitely, like we said, was a big narrative. A lot of people were talking about it for quite a bit of time. We all looked and said Walker Little doesn't look as good as we would like him to in the preseason. There's no question about that. We all, me included, all shared in that. And then I just said simply to you guys, I want to see what 60 plays of running the football looks like, because I do think gap blocking with this team is going to be so much better, and the play call is going to be so much better. But yeah, Walker Little has acquitted himself nicely right now.
Hey, listen, the fans have to understand, as long as we win, we can be all the wrong that we said in June and July. I'll take it all.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as we keep winning dubs, man, I'll take all the wrong.
Yeah.
What I said about Walker Little and all those guys. Absolutely. Prove me wrong.
And look, I looked at Devin Lloyd and I'm like, he put on 15 extra pounds and it did not work. It did not work for Josh Hines. Allen did not work for a handful of those guys. And that was a bulky directive and a Ryan Nielsen directive. And we all said after that, let's see what they look like when they get back to their playing weight. And we all did wonder whether or not Devin Lloyd was going to be a good enough player to make plays for this football team, including his coaching staff and general manager, when they decided not to pick up the option on him. So everyone was calling him out, including that coaching staff when they had him and Ventrell battling for that job.
Well, the key component of all this is that he answered the bell.
Yes.
He was brought to the carpet. They called him out, didn't take up his option, and he's answered. He's having a phenomenal year. He's having an all-pro year.
Right. Like you said, I'll be wrong all day.
All day.
If that guy is out there making that type of play. And Devin Lloyd has been a force. And the thing that's the most noticeable, and it is probably a little shocking to a lot of people, is that this is in pass coverage, that he's made two big plays with either a tip ball or a ball being ripped out. Tyson Campbell ripped it out last week against Houston. He was able to scoop it up and make the play. He's had his hands on footballs, picking them off. All of that stuff is a huge, huge win for him.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just keep at it.
Yeah.
Just keep at it. Listen, when you're enjoying, when you're watching the film and you're seeing yourself make plays, you want more. You want more of that.
Yeah. The next big step, I think, for this franchise this season, and it'll continue to be a big step going forward, But Liam said it in the post game that you were referring to. You guys can go find that on any of your social channels with the Jaguars. Victory speech from Liam Cohen. It was awesome. But he makes it very clear. He doesn't dismiss a win. He doesn't say don't celebrate it. But he says, man, every single week you got to keep pouring in effort to get to this point. Every single week. You can't get full of yourself.
You got to spin the win.
Yeah.
You got to leave it all on the field for 60 minutes. That's when you get those dubs.
Yeah, but it's a lot easier to spend to win when you have dubs.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
when you're
now
1-9 or 2-7, like you're like bump this.
Right.
Oh yeah.
But if you're in this situation now, see, this is the point. Now you're gonna move to Monday night, and you got the Chiefs coming into town, and now the Chiefs are feeling better about themselves. They got Xavier Worthy back. They're looking like that competent team again, and now you're like, all right, this is your moment. This is your moment as a team right here.
And they're as tough to extinguish a group as is out there.
Yes.
The Kansas City Chiefs.
And they've come in here and basically done whatever they wanted many times.
Yeah, them and the Eagles are two of the toughest outs. That's why they were in the Super Bowl last year. So
you win that game Monday, and everyone in the National Football League will be talking about this franchise and the rebuild.
Yeah, 100%. Play physical. And this gets back to let's limit the penalties, all that type of stuff. But they are looking more and more like they can go toe-to-toe in a slugfest against anybody in the National Football League right now, which you got to love. All right, let's get into the 1 o'clock hour. Say hello to the Quarterback Whisperer. We'll get back to a few of those thoughts from the college football world with Denny and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Mokama Beer Company, they bring you Monday right here on XLP. Make sure you log on mokama.com, see all the craft that they've got to offer, or drop by their brewery and tap room right there in Fernandina.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford. We send our best agent in the field.
I want you to find GoldenEye, find who took it, what they plan to do with it, and stop it.
Hayes Carline takes you behind enemy lines.
Man, he's like a super spy.
Activated by Pella Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
Southside Kia is now Kia on Atlantic. New name, new location, same great deals. And we're ready for you. We're going all out with end of summer savings, like new Kia starting at $20K. Plus, make no payments for 90 days. Or you can even hit the road with financing rates as low as 0. It's not too late. Online at KiaOnAtlantic.com. Kia on Atlantic, your coastal Kia connection. For complete details, call 904-250-0587.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Barr here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Barr Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit BarrOrthopedics.com.
If fishing is in your DNA, hop in the boat with Captain Kevin. It's the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show, brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss and Royal Pest Services.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
AC's broke, it ain't no joke. Call Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. FloridaHomeAC.com.
Are you trapped in a high-rate mortgage, watching your hard-earned money vanish every month? Stop right now. At Loan Pronto, they are delivering the lowest mortgage rates in 3 years. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's rate reduction home loan program is a streamlined, low-cost way to slash your house payments by hundreds of dollars a month. Lock in at a fixed rate as low as 4.99% APR and close in as little as 2 weeks. No appraisal needed in most cases. And here's the kicker. You can skip your next 2 house payments entirely. Don't wait. Rates this low won't last. Call Loan Pronto now for your free, no-obligation quote. Loan Pronto is amazing. So start now by calling 904-999-1508. That's 904-999-1508. Or visit loanpronto.com to lock in your new low rate and skip those next 2 payments. 999-1508 or loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, NMLS, consumeraccess.org.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach, WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey Jacksonville, this is Chip Davis, director of the Flounder Pounder Fishing Tournament. We are fast approaching our 16th annual tournament benefiting the Jacksonville School for Autism. With the help of our amazing community, we raised over $1.4 million the last 15 years. This year's tournament will be held at Palm Valley Outdoors on the Intercoastal Waterway. Captain's meeting is Thursday night, October 9th, and the tournament is Saturday, October 11th. I'm inviting you and your family to come out and enjoy our tournament festivities, raise some money, and support autism awareness. Special thanks to U.S. Army Recruitment Jacks for their support. Flounder Pounder for Autism 2025. See you there.
Jacksonville, archery season is here, and nobody does archery like Green Acres Sporting Goods, home of the largest archery pro shop in Northeast Florida. Come test shoot the newest bows from Matthews, Hoyt, Raven, and all the top brands. And starting this month, take advantage of Florida's sales tax holiday on all Second Amendment related items, running now through the end of the year. You can find it all at greenacresporting.com.
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years, and our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee and Grammy winner, Peter Frampton. Let's Do It Again Tour. October 29th, St. Augustine Amphitheater. On sale now at AXS.com.
I'm Max Fink with your 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. It's Victory Monday once again in Duval as the Jaguars stole a victory from the 49ers in their place, winning yesterday's game 26-21 to improve to 3-1 on the season. This new culture Jaguars team is playing fiery as the team leads the league in turnovers as they've already forced 13 through week 4. It's 81 degrees at 1 o'clock time and temp, brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson.
Okay, bring it in.
Brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security, security and automation experts, and George Moore Chevrolet.
1, 2, 3. All right, getting it cranked up. 1 o'clock hour, XL Primetime with our quarterback whisperer hanging out with us. Big Sirs, the Hurricane Hall of Famer, Matty Hayes. Check out his stuff at USA Today Sports, Joe C., JJ, and we welcome Denny Thompson. And I got my sit cup with the Duval because all of Duval right now is celebrating. As I know you know, Denny, that was such a big win for the Jaguars on the road against the team that, Frisco you fear. At least you've learned to fear them. They get Brock Purdy back. That was a big, big win for you.
Huge. So much fun here when they're winning too.
Yeah.
Golly, it's fun. But no, they look good. They look like an NFL team. They look like they're there to impose their will on you on both sides of the ball. They have an identity. They don't look like they really give a crap about stats. It's about winning football games. They got a lot to clean up. They're not even playing great right now.
Right.
I mean, they're making a lot of mistakes, and they're still finding ways to win football games, but that's what the NFL is.
What about your man Liam calling solid to the carpet? You know what that does in the locker room.
Yes, I do. That was chess right there.
Yes, it was.
That was
seems a little strategic as well.
No question. I mean, it was one of those like, "Hey, hold me back" type of things.
Of course.
Yeah. No, I love it. Absolutely love it.
But guys in the locker room, we feed off of that kind of stuff, especially when it comes to your coach. Listen, when Bill Cowher used to come in the locker room and there's spit flowing everywhere after the game and stuff like that, he's in tune. That fires us up. So seeing Liam get involved, call the guy to the carpet for running his mouth during the week. We love that kind of stuff.
Especially coming off of that game where their physicality won that football game.
Mm-hmm.
And their coach's intensity, childish or not, like matches them.
Oh, yes.
So, I mean, I think, Leon, you're right. Like, you walk in and he's like, that's my guy.
Yeah.
It's not just my coach. That's my guy.
Yeah. And we said it.
And they play hard, by the way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is now back-to-back weeks, and I think this is a huge building block for them. Back-to-back weeks they've been in, you can call them fist fights.
Grinders.
Against two tough teams, and they came out on top.
With both of those games had points in it where you went, well, the Jags are going to jag now, and we're going to lose this game, right? Both of those games had those points in it, and they found a way to win
when
both
they
of
missed
them.
that field goal, I was like,
oh, yeah.
It's on.
I almost turned it off. If I wasn't watching Brock,
here,
and then I was turned it off. It's like, I know how this is going to end.
All right, so we're 4 games in now. I think, me personally, I think Trevor's improving with each game. Where do you think he gets to the point where he has the full grasp of the offense?
I think he has
He's comfortable in it.
I think he has it now. I just don't think they need him to have huge games, right? I mean, they're running the ball well. They're taking their shots when they want to take their shots, but most of it seems like, their pass games off the run, a lot of shots down the middle, which we haven't seen that from Trevor. Even through college, Trevor's not really been a middle of the field thrower. Some of his biggest throws this year have been, middle of the field. That throw to Hunter yesterday was huge. And so, I mean, I don't think if you're not watching the games and you look at Trevor's stats, you go, But if you're watching the games, I feel like he's very involved in the game.
I do too.
There's a reason they're winning the game. He's making good decisions.
I agree. I think he's getting better each week. But I think he's still there's a little bit of uncomfortableness there still. I might be wrong. I just see it a little bit.
Well, I mean, probably. You're probably right. But I also, it's a whole new system. And
he's also running it out there, man. I love how he got checks in a better place.
I'm just going to say it this way. Like, when you're running the ball that well and you just want to win football games, like, when you get back to throw, your thought is, man, I
can't screw this up.
Yeah. Well, let me just keep it moving.
You can see the energy level from him, and this might be that little march up the hill that he's going through. So it's that I need to be uncomfortable. I need to be forced to do certain things. And going back to what you just said, Denny, there have not been enough plays with him in a Jaguar uniform across the middle of the field. And now Liam's like, why aren't we using this? And let's get Brenton involved and all the other guys that he's got.
Well, the reason why they weren't is because they could never run the ball.
Yeah, 100%.
Literally, and now they are. And ETN is like, I mean, he's one of the 5 best backs in the league right now.
Yeah, it screams what happens.
Well, then I feel a lot more comfortable with this team and the fact that the way we're playing defense and the way we're running the ball, that Trevor doesn't have to throw for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns for us to win.
But you know how fans are.
Yeah.
They want to see 300 yards.
Of course they do. But
if they don't
the fact that we don't have to do that, that we can play opportunistic football defensively, and then we can take advantage of our run game, and Trevor can methodically, intermediate stuff, take the profit, middle of the range stuff, and still win ball games. I mean, listen, to be quite honest with you, we should be 4-0 right now.
Yeah.
Well, very, very, very true.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no. I was just going to say Josh Allen's a great example. I went over-under on Hard Rock over 220 yards thinking he was just going to gaslight New Orleans, your Saints club, and he was 209 or whatever it was, and he didn't need to do it.
Made some big plays in that 209. Made some big plays. Now, you watch college football on Saturday and you see a certain brand of football. And then on Sundays you watch it and it's like, whoa, these are pros, right? And I've but the last few years I haven't felt that when I watch the Jags. It hasn't been like, oh, these guys are pros. Man, you feel it now.
Well,
it looks that way now.
Yeah, you said that coming in, and I do think most fans can identify with what you're saying because it wasn't semi-pro, but it just looked like they weren't as fast. They weren't as accomplished. They weren't as physical, all the stuff. They got intimidated by other teams. In the fourth quarter, they were losing these games instead of winning. They've now won. They're 2-1 in one-score games, whereas last year they were 3-10 in one-score games.
Yeah. And what percentage of NFL games are one-score games?
Yeah.
80?
A ton of them. Yeah. A ton of them.
That's what it is. Every game's 17-14 fourth quarter. You see it all the time.
Yeah. But that's the reason why, I think when you watch a team like this, there's no gimmicks. So you have a little more confidence as a fan that, as you said before I came on, you can line it up with anybody.
Yeah.
Right? Some of these years we've had where it's been like, 2017 even was like our defense was so good.
Right.
We had to get the 3 turnovers. We had to score defensively. I don't get that. I feel like you can have confidence as a fan that barring major injuries, this team's going to be there at the end.
Well, I'm looking for the note, and I'm pretty sure I have it right. 3-1, a 3-1 record for this football team, first since 2018 when Leon said they were going to the Super Bowl, you told Keenan McCardell that, right? When they were 3-1 after beating New England. Do you remember this? But anyway, they're 3-1. Are you ready for this? For just the second time in 18 years.
That's crazy.
Now that
is that bad?
Oh my gosh! It just tells you that and Denny, you know this as a quarterback coach, and you've seen all these other coaches and how they run their show. The Liam attitude, organizational mindset that they've created him, Jimmy Gladstone's and Tony Baselli, bro, they're confident as all get out, and they didn't have a whole lot to be confident about coming into the season.
And those players see those three guys and the way they celebrate together after every win.
Mm-hmm.
They see that.
Yeah.
And that's big too. When you've got upper management down in that locker room and they are acting like a player because one was a former player.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's big, man. They got a lot of good things going on down there right now.
Yeah.
The question was never, is Liam Cohen a good football guy? It was, what is he going to do as the face of a franchise? And I think right now he is acing that test.
Oh, you got to love it. All right, you guys hit the text line, Design My Lifetime Enclosures, 641-1010. Quarterback Whisperer hanging out with us for another seg. We'll stay on the Jags, but we'll also work in a lot of the college ball that we saw with Denny. And then also, Whisperer was up in Farmingdale, New York for the Ryder Cup. So we got to get it. Unbelievable, man. All right, we'll do it coming up. I don't think.
Couldn't you bring that home?
Can you coach the game of golf in America?
And why'd you throw beer on Rory's wife?
That's my bad,
apparently you did some other
I'll let it
things.
slip. I'll let it slip.
You shouting expletives at we'll get it.
I wasn't there Saturday.
Yeah. It's XL Primetime.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford. Sometimes it's an offensive show.
You gotta be kidding me.
Sometimes it's a show of offensive discipline.
There are no words.
Listen for the Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game on 1010XL.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Dempsey for Apex Roofing and Contracting of Jacksonville Beach. Look, if your roof's got any damage, leaks, or it's just plain old and ugly, call my friends at Apex Roofing. But Mike, roofs are so expensive. Well, it's true. Quality roofing is not cheap, but Apex Roofing has up to 100% financing available, so you don't have to compromise quality for budget with Apex. No shortcuts, no stress, just quality work with financing available. Visit Apex Roofing and Contracting at the Home and Patio Show this weekend.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
Listening that fits your schedule perfectly.
Absolutely brilliant. Go on demand.
Ad-free shows after the live shows end.
How about that? Channel 5.
Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Search where you find podcasts.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple of years ago. Went smooth as silk. Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. Was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
San Jose Collision in Mandarin is proud to be an I-CAR Gold Class collision repair facility. That means they meet the industry's highest training standards. Experience the difference at San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
Hey, it's Rick Ballou. I just upgraded my home with fantastic floors, and the experience was incredible. Rusty and the team brought the showroom to me with their at-home consultation. The whole process was simple, the installation was top-notch, and the results, absolutely fantastic. Take it from me. Don't wait. Visit fanfloors.com and schedule your at-home consultation today. Fantastic Floors, where every step is fantastic.
Jacksonville was built on specialists. Now the Special Teams Player of the Week, sealed by Superior Plumbing and Pipeline.
Parker Washington was dynamic in Northern California. The young punt returner, although he'd only returned one punt in the contest, it would prove to be special, taking it back 87 yards for a touchdown. He was in control and on a roll. Parker was producing, and he's your Superior Plumbing and Pipelining Special Teams Player of the Game.
Jaguar fan, Palm Beach Autographs is putting together a Fanatics exclusive with a chance for you to meet and get an autograph from Trevor Lawrence and Brian Thomas Jr. All the details are at palmbeachautograph.com or drop by the Avenues Mall for more info. It's happening at Palm Beach Autographs in the Avenues Mall.
Hacker here, and it's time to kick off your weight loss season now with Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Want to be down 30 pounds or more by the bye week? What about 80 pounds by the playoffs? The best part about Awaken 180, you can lose weight while tailgating and drinking your favorite beverage. Swap calories, not flavor. And you don't even have to sacrifice your favorites like chili, wings, dip. You can still enjoy all of them and lose weight consistently. Look, Awaken 180 Weight Loss is the best weight loss program I've ever been on. I lost over 100 pounds thanks to the great folks of Awaken 180 Weight Loss. If it's time for you to drop the weight like it was for me without sacrificing all those football season favorites, go to awaken180weightloss.com. That's awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800. 30 pounds by the bye, 80 pounds by the playoffs. You can do it. I did. You can too with Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
They do snap it. Play fake. Trevor rolls, fires. That's Hunter Long. Complete. First down, and he slides down in play. That is a conversion. A pass to Hunter Long. He makes the catch. He slides down. The 49ers cannot stop it. They're out of timeout. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning here at Levi Stadium.
Mondays on XL Primetime, brought to you by Mokama. Check out their great craft in the tap room at Fernandina Beach.
Frank Frangie on the call on the flagship home of your Jacksonville Jaguars right here on 1010XL 92.5 FM. Happy Frank, we always say, much better than sad Frank when it comes to play-by-play. We got the quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson, in here with us for one more seg, and we'll go back to that. And we've all been talking about it, Denny, but you pair up play calling with talent, and it's amazing what you can do. And designing Hunter Long, first two career touchdown passes he's ever had in an NFL uniform, and then obviously the game winner. Nothing like another team with no timeouts, just an absolute helpless feeling.
I actually said to I texted Tom and Will, we have a group chat, my partners, and said to them, like, middle third quarter, Jacksonville's play callers on both sides are really good. Really.
That includes your defensive coordinator. Yeah.
He is dialing it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. They look super prepared for just about anything being thrown at them.
So expand on that real quick before we get back to some of the other stuff. But you said play caller, and people don't give the defensive coordinator enough credit. He's designing and scheming up a lot of good things.
Oh, man. He's his timing of when he wants to blitz, where he wants to blitz from. It doesn't, I mean, I don't know. I don't study it that much, but doesn't seem to have a ton of tendencies, just seems to be like a ton of confidence. He's got a ton of confidence in putting a guy on an island with somebody if he's got a blitz outside. They look like they know what the other team is doing. They look very prepared.
Sign stealers.
That's not where I was going. I mean, listen, nowadays, man, by the time these coaches walk in the office, they've got every tendency.
Right. Don't accuse anybody of anything.
Yeah, I mean, computers are doing all of this anyway.
Yeah.
But I mean,
AI Connor Stallions.
Yeah, that part right there.
That's the beginning.
I mean, he's gonna know his personnel pretty well to make those kind of decisions and put them in place so they can succeed, right?
Just look at Devin Lloyd. I mean, Devin Lloyd has like a rebirth because they're using him the right way. And I'm not smart enough to know how they weren't using him before. But I know when I watch that game, that dude is a key piece of this defense now, and he's all over the place, and he looks like he's playing much freer. Yeah, I mean, you take what you got, you figure out how to do what's best with it, and you let him run. You let him play.
Yeah.
Don't let him overthink it.
I think it's a couple things. Against that, there's no doubt he was out of position. One of us here were screaming about that for 4 years. But I also think it's a money year, and he's a little pissed off because they didn't extend.
All those things.
Yeah.
All
I
those
think it's
things.
a lot of those things.
And you
that
can
he's
even add to
really
it.
playing at a high level right now.
You're right when you say he was maybe out of position, but also just the coaching itself.
Yeah, of course.
sucks.
Yes.
So,
yes.
It could be him and ATN, and we're going to be the benefactors of it.
Yeah.
The benefactors
They're
of the
both
fact
ticked
that
off,
they
yeah.
didn't pick up their options, and they're a little pissed off that they didn't get extensions.
Yeah.
So now whether we keep them or not down the road, but hell, if we're 12-5, then we're the benefactors of
of their motivation.
Exactly.
And neither one of them, I mean, I wouldn't have given either one of them an extension.
No, they did give ETN, just so we're clear. They did give ETN.
They picked up his
option.
But he's out. They know he's basically out the door, and then they didn't pick up Devin Lloyd.
So I said something earlier, and I want you to kind of underscore this and explain it a little bit further, kind of flesh it out a little. You being the former play caller that you were, how I think play calling is way underrated, number one, and number two, how important is it to not only just make the right play call, but to set up plays?
Yeah. Well, huge. And that can come in like a variety of things, right? Like you can notice something in game that, hey, when we hit this motion, then they check to this coverage.
Okay.
And we really like that. And they do that on 3rd and 3 to 7, right? And so you just keep that in the back of your mind. And all of a sudden,
Note to self.
it's like, okay, well, we're in 2nd. We could be there. Let's send that motion. Let's see what they do. And then 3rd, you hit it. Bam, there it is. And you set that up for, a quarter through what they do defensively. And then the other thing is like you prepare all week, and every week you find like, oh, we really look good with this specific play, right? And then what can we do off of that, right? And you start to build things that maybe the team hasn't seen, just little tiny wrinkles that maybe the team hasn't seen. And, you're looking for the right chance, to bring that out. So I think having those things, setting up the play, but then having just the instinct of when to execute it.
Right.
Because a lot of those you only get one. A lot of those you get one chance at this, and then those defensive guys are going to go back, look at their iPads and go, okay, we can't do this anymore.
Right.
So I think the timing of that, and then having the guys and the faith that they're actually going to execute it when you call it, is the other thing. In saying that, I think, we talked about the short yardage struggles here forever. We don't have those right now.
No.
Because they know what plays to call with the personnel they have in every situation. They know where they're strong at. And I think that probably is directly tied to the play caller.
Yeah, I feel like the confidence level just keeps bridging up with the play level. And so they do. They look at them like, say, you do this, you put in the work. Leon says you can coach harder off of a win, correct?
Yeah.
And then you can start to just say, hey, you keep doing this, we're going to get to where we need to be, which is how Liam and Anthony Campanelli's coaching.
Yeah, no question. No question. You can coach 10x harder.
Yeah.
After a win. You think you can be Kirby Smart if you're losing?
Yeah.
Think you can be Nick Saban if you're losing?
No.
Bill Parcells or Tom Coughlin if you're losing? It's not happening.
Jimmy Johnson, like it was brought up earlier.
Right.
And one of our guys on the text line said it's just so fun. Did he have innovation when it came to play calling? Can you remember that? I know that he had to give other guys credit, like North Turner and some of those guys.
Jimmy was a defensive guy.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So, I mean, but Wanstead and all those guys, Campbell, and Butch Davis, they devised the defense and how to attack. And Jimmy was just the orchestrator. He would let them know, hey, we're going to utilize this guy. This is what we're going to run to get after these guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right. You mentioned Kirby Smart, Denny. Let's get into Alabama, Georgia, and then a couple of other ones real quick in the college game. We said it earlier. Ty Simpson. Holy cow.
Ripping it.
Coming off of
ripping it, right?
Dude, the third down conversions at one point, they were like 9 of 9.
Dude, I was thinking, when I was watching, I was like, look at him step into that
and
throw.
second level throw.
Yeah.
It was, I haven't watched a lot of Alabama.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there watching that the other night, and it's like the first couple throws, I'm like, geez, his velocity right now.
Right.
He's fired up. And then he kept going and kept going. I'm like, God, this kid has a strong arm.
Yeah.
And threw the ball very confidently. I mean, you got to be impressed. I think his experience in the hostile environment in Florida State
had to pay off.
Paid huge dividends in this game in Georgia. I mean, Florida State, when that place is rocking, is as loud as anywhere in the country.
Very much so.
Right? So
It was loud, that place. I'm telling you that right now.
That helped.
It was loud in Athens.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But that definitely helped him.
They didn't score in the second half. I mean, it fell off pretty quick.
Well,
I don't know. There were a couple.
They went on that one drive at the beginning of the third quarter, missed probably the worst field goal miss I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And then didn't really do much on offense.
Georgia's just got to figure out this catching the ball thing, man. I mean, there's no other way to put it. I mean, it's killing them. And I don't
like
know
a 60-yard touchdown.
I don't know the solution to it. I have no idea. I'm not a receiver coach, but I think James Coley's their receiver coach, I think.
Well, Colby Young's some kind of guy too.
But my gosh, I mean,
former Hurricane,
giving games away off of that.
Georgia's also got to fix coverage problems. They're not good in the back end at all for like the last 14, 15, 16 games.
I wonder what it is too specific to Alabama about coming out of that game. Because remember last year, what was it, 31 to whatever at halftime, right? And then this game, the first half, Alabama just went up and down the field at will.
Yep.
And both times, Kirby was able to go in and make adjustments that pretty much shut it down. But I wonder what it is about that first half that Alabama just seems to have Georgia's number defensively.
And what's so funny, Leon, everyone had said Alabama has Georgia's number, at least for the most part, no matter who's coaching or where they play. But they haven't played in Athens hardly at all. Natty championship game, SEC championship games, Tuscaloosa. Anyway, they figured them out.
Yeah. What happened to the boogeyman? That's what I used to call Georgia, the boogeyman, because they would impose themselves on you offensively, defensively, running the ball, and at the house you get beat at the house by Alabama.
Well, Nolan Smith's gone. Michael Williams is gone.
Well, I thought they didn't rebuild. They reloaded at Georgia.
They don't have a pass rush, which is crazy.
They don't have those guys. They don't have those guys. There's no doubt about that.
Well, what did Matt say? Okay, so I heard this stat. I guess it was wrong, but they have only 5 sacks this season.
5.
I thought it was less than that.
I heard Georgia has no sacks, and I said, well,
like,
5 still bad.
All right, Denny, real quick.
How many of those were against Austin P?
Sure,
it might be 0 sacks against like
against Power 4 teams, probably.
Would you play call in a big environment, big game like that to a big man, Caden Proctor? Would you play call?
Would you throw to Leon?
All day, baby.
Would you throw it to Leon?
Hey, that dude's done that before, man.
Oh, yes, he has.
That was did y'all see the camera angle of the call of that they put out? The camera angle of Fowler and Herb Street.
I didn't see that one.
Oh my gosh, just their reaction and how much they enjoyed that was fun to watch. But that dude knew what he was doing.
Oh my God!
And by the way, talk about setting it up.
He bent down and caught the ball.
Oh yeah, he scooped.
Well, and talk about setting it up. By the way, like that's a big red flag, right?
Right, he had him go out there earlier, right? Yeah.
And then they did a shift and a motion that then kind of took. If you're the Mike, now you're like, okay, well, wait, hold on, what's going on?
The first quarter, he went in motion. He had Caden Proctor out wide, and he went in motion.
I'm talking about on that play, though. Even on that specific play, look at all the shifts in motion that they did, like right before the snap.
Right.
And it has to take you away from, wait, there's a big dude out there, to, wait, what are they setting up down here?
Yeah.
Right? Genius.
Right. And my point was, in the first quarter, he had him coming in motion. It wasn't even part of the play.
That's that same thing.
Yeah.
So he's setting that up.
Yeah, absolutely.
That setup, make you think, make you account for something, then lull you to sleep, and you don't even see it. Then, boom, it's there. But Ryan Grubb with Ty Simpson, like you said, a little more familiarity between those two definitely is paying off for Alabama. We'll see where it goes. We mentioned the SEC, who we think will be the eventual champion, and it had to change your mind.
Well, you guys had 3 different answers. What's your answer, Denny?
Yeah.
Who do you think wins the SEC right now?
Wow. I'm going to go Ole Miss.
Yeah, I threw them out because
really,
Chambliss.
I got to see them on the road first.
Trinidad is just
talk about him versus Nussmeier.
I just think Lane. We're going to go back to the play caller thing.
Yeah, it was.
We're going to go back to that again. Lane is so gifted.
You mean Charlie Weiss?
I mean Charlie Weiss Jr.
Because that's what Matt Hayes is. It's his PR guy. He loves him. All right, real quick before we were done, Denny went up. I thought when Denny left here and went to New York that he was going to come back with the Ryder Cup.
I did too.
I thought the Ryder Cup was going to be in the XL Primetime studios.
I was hydrated. I did everything right.
It was unbelievable. And honestly, you need to take it from here. Just the atmosphere before we talk about how much the United States can't win.
Oh, it was a bucket list thing for me, and I got the opportunity to do it this year. Thanks to Webb Simpson. And dude, if you ever have a chance to do it, and you're any type of sports fan, you don't even have to be a golf fan.
Mm-hmm.
If you're any type of sports fan and you like ultra competitive, intense environments, you have to go to that.
And you have no problem with the way the fans behaved.
Well, I mean, no problem's a little bit of a stretch.
You also weren't there when it got real nasty.
Right.
No, I was.
You were there Friday.
I was. I will say this: you could tell on Friday, because it is not easy to get to that tournament.
Yeah,
it's expensive, and Trump came in Friday, and so we got off the train I got off a train at 6 a.m. I didn't walk into the tournament until 10:30.
Oh,
whoa.
That's incredibly long.
Yeah. So then to get in there and the team's not, it's literally doing nothing.
I think the fans really got fired up because they said, what the hell? We spent all this time and money to get here, and you guys suck.
Well, you could tell everybody was just waiting to explode. Everybody was waiting. And if you do that
With
long
positivity.
enough. Right. If you do that long enough, you're going to do that. You're going to use that energy somewhere.
Yeah.
But no, amazing event, amazing course, man.
Yeah.
Just
it is beautiful with one carry over water, one hole. Just a beautiful golf course. So you would do it again in a heartbeat.
I'm going to do it.
Did you buy any gear?
Oh, of course I did.
And then
I noticed you
buy
didn't
any
bring
gear
us
for
back
us?
any. Yeah, that's
Did
what I
y'all-
really meant.
Y'all
Did
should
you
have
buy
seen.
us gear?
Y'all should have seen the prices.
If you could,
I could only imagine, man.
now that you've done it here, if you could, the next one, do you want it to be overseas?
Yes.
Okay, that's even though you know an L's coming, but hell, an L's coming from here or there. It doesn't matter.
Ireland in 2 years.
Yeah, there. If you look at the next couple, there's some amazing.
Rome would have been nice.
Yeah, Rome's amazing. Yeah.
Europe is one. Gio went to that one. He loved it. He said it was awesome. But
You know what
Europe,
the U.S. has to do though? They got to work on their chance. We got one chance.
USA.
That's it.
Or F.U. Rory was also in Ireland.
That's a pretty good chant, though. The USA
But
is
like
pretty
the
good chant.
European fans have
they got
songs
something.
about their own,
Oh, they got-
songs about individual players and all that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They love their Ryder Cup. All right, man. We appreciate it.
Of course.
As always, the quarterback whisperer, Denny_Thompson on X. And of course, you can check out his podcast, everything else that's going on. It is XLP.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford Mobile Service. Game-ready service right to your driveway. There's an energy and drama to play-by-play sports.
This crowd, a big factor.
You never know what's going to happen. Wow! Feel the energy on 1010XL, Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Hey, First Coast, it's your boy Big Sirs, your lemon pepper guy. Back and better than ever for Wingstop. You know I can't resist those crispy, flavorful wings that make the taste buds dance. Wingstop just opened a hot new location in Jeremiah Street in Middleborough. That's 17 locations now serving up the most mouth-watering wings in town. And my all-time favorite is lemon pepper. Try the quick, new, and easy ordering on the app and swing by today for fresh, hot wings made just for you. Only at Wingstop.
Why does it feel like July in here?
Don't let a broken AC turn not so hot September into sweaty season all over again. Duck Rooter is Jacksonville's most trusted plumbing, septic, and air conditioning company. Visit duckac.com.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Football season is finally here, and with that, hopefully comes cooler weather. And if you've been wanting to upgrade your outdoor living space and just haven't pulled the trigger, you should call the experts at Lifetime Enclosures right now. From glass lanais to screened-in enclosures, Lifetime Enclosures and Flooring is the best in the business. Give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you.
Hey Jacksonville, Rick Ballou here. Looking for a brand new truck? Right now, Crew Cab Ram trucks start at just $38,900 at Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram West Side. And every new retail purchase comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty and no extra cost. From tough Ram trucks to adventure-ready Jeeps, they've got the perfect ride waiting for you. Stop by Commonwealth Avenue or shop online at jackswest.com. Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram West Side, proud partner of the Jaguars.
Mark Watson here to tell you a little bit about hardballcreative.com. It's your online promo haven with thousands of ideas on how to promote your company. We're open 24/7, 365.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Maxed out on credit card, struggling with high interest debt? You could pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Prosser here. Get cash out now without touching your low-rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. That's Loan Pronto. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy, low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is an A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and have nearly 2,500 five-star Google reviews. Call now and start the conversation. Go to loanpronto.com or call 999-1508. That's loanpronto.com.
Get ready, poker players. The World Poker Tour is coming back to Best Bet Jacksonville from October 30th through November 18th. It's your chance to become a World Poker Tour champion with 14 different poker tournaments to play, including the Best Bet Scramble, a $5,000 no-limit hold'em main event with a $1 million guarantee. Satellites and mega satellites are going on now at Best Bet Jacksonville. For the full WPT schedule and more information, visit bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. The Weekend Rewind, brought to you by Cycles of Jacksonville, the big boy toy store for big boy toys.
What happened this weekend?
We lost the Ryder Cup again.
We did it.
The 2019 Open champion stands tall and delivers for the European team who have retained the Ryder Cup.
Crazy ending to the season in baseball.
Right field, it's deep, it is on the ball! Book it! Rocchio rocks the house in the bottom of the ninth!
The Rams top the Colts.
Trying to start one here, and he's got Atwell all alone! 2-2 Atwell! And it's 2-2 goodbye!
The Eagles stay unbeaten. The Steelers win in Ireland.
Coming off the 6-for-6 drive. He'll throw to begin this drive, and it's DK Metcalf. He's in the loose. There goes DK. A block from Austin. Inside the 5. Into the end zone. 80-yard touchdown. Rodgers to Metcalf.
A tie on Sunday night.
And it's for the tie. 34. And this one is good, and this one ends in the second highest scoring tie game.
The Ravens suck.
End zone bound. Caught. Touchdown. Kansas City. Tyquan Thornton.
Toddy.
Logan Diggs, the running back. He chipped Perkins. Touchdown. Caden Lee.
Drew Aller stinks.
Make it to Pena. Aller, sideline. Oh, it's picked. Dylan Thieneman calls game. That's a walk-off whiteout winner.
Alabama owns the Dogs.
They got Caden Proctor, the big tackle on the left side. They're going to throw it to him. Big fella, barreling downhill. Proctor muscling down near the pylon. Are you kidding me?
That was the call. Chris Fowler, Kirk Herbstreit, and who knows, Ben may have been barking at that one. But that was the call that Denny Thompson was referring to a minute ago as far as big Caden Proctor stumbling towards the goal line. A big man play you got to love. So many big moments, and the Cyber Chick described them all well, including the United States losing the Ryder Cup and what happened with Cleveland and their comeback. I think it was the second biggest comeback in Major League Baseball history.
And that's in the standings. And then yesterday in itself, they had to come back down from 3 runs down in the bottom of the 10th. Yeah, they scored 4 and win the division. And that sets up, they play the Tigers
15
in the playoffs, who they were facing the entire season.
Yeah, which is totally fitting.
Yes.
What was it? Early July, 15 and a half games behind them. And now you've got these matchups, the Reds and the Dodgers, which I'm a little scared of. That's for sure.
You shouldn't be.
Yeah.
You will destroy them.
I hope. Red Sox, Yankee, the bullpen. Is the
Red
only thing I'm worried
Sox,
about.
Yankees is juicy, man.
That's going to be good. Padres, Cubs, Tigers, Guardians. Like we said, the Tigers just watched everything slip away from them. And then all those other great games that Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf, that was a huge hookup yesterday in Ireland. Well, there you go. The Weekend Rewind. We say thanks to Cycles of Jacksonville. Don't forget, if you had a lousy weekend, you want to hit the rewind button and go have some fun, check out everything that they've got right now in their showroom on Atlantic near Regency or at cyclesofjacksonville.com. So which of those big games, when you think of Friday night and Saturday in the college game, which one does jump out the most at you, Leon? Because if you think of, obviously the loss for Florida State was shocking, but then you go through that whiteout with Dante Moore.
Impressive. Dante Moore looks good.
Yeah. Yeah. You went up there for that, right?
No, I was in Athens.
You were in Athens.
I was in Athens.
Yeah.
But Dante, I watched the the Penn State game, the replay. Dante Moore looks good.
And they destroyed
they're
Penn
on the
State.
road.
There's no business going to overtime. They destroyed Penn State.
They're going to be a problem for everybody. Them.
Yeah.
For everybody.
Which one for you,
including your Canes, bro.
Yeah.
Why you always got a bunch of McCains in there? Can we just Can we just play our game on Saturday?
I'll tell you what. In 2 weeks, Indiana goes out there to Oregon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That'll be fun.
They barely got.
They did.
Past
They did.
Iowa.
That's a classic letdown game. Classic letdown.
And how about Illinois, who gave up like 50 to them and then beats USC?
USC, yeah. That was
almost blew a 2-touchdown lead, too.
Yeah, USC could have changed their narrative, too.
Yeah, what about Wake? What about Georgia Tech?
They got screwed.
Wake got screwed, bro.
So there was an offsides at the end of the game that would have given Wake the first down and basically run the clock out and win. Instead, they had to punt.
Yeah.
And, of course, Haynes King, like he always does, goes down and wins.
Yeah.
The King and Jake Dickert's a good coach up there at Wake Forest.
He is a really good coach.
Yeah.
It went to overtime, and they ended up winning in overtime.
I think my most impressive game for me to watch was LSU and Hotty Toddy.
Yeah.
But I'm a big Lane Kiffin fan. And the knock on names that he couldn't win the big games and LSU's vaunted defense and everything. He put 480 on them.
Yeah, he did.
He put 480 on them. And they look good.
With a backup quarterback.
That part.
And you have to give them credit with the atmosphere, Lane with the way he has worked the portal and done a good job.
Yeah.
To go find Chambliss, Trinidad Chambliss, and just put him in a position where he can just basically take over for this football team. Mucho impressed.
And there was a lot of new faces on that defense. That defense last year was vaunted. They lost a lot of pieces.
Yeah, they said goodbye to the Walter Nolans of the world and all of them.
Yeah.
A game not included, but I probably should have thinking back on it. Tennessee, Mississippi State.
Oh,
What
yeah.
a game.
That one went crazy.
What a game.
And that one went to overtime. Yeah. And you have to give Levy credit for what they've been able to do in a short amount of time up there.
Beat Arizona State.
Yeah. And Josh Heupel, the emotion from him afterwards, man, he was so fired up the fact that they were able to get the job done. And Rocky Top has that one loss. Alabama has that one loss, and you can start looking at
Georgia.
all the Georgia now has.
You guys are all Ole Miss. Yeah. They got to play at Georgia, at Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. Those are back-to-back weeks, by the way.
Yeah, that's tough.
And they got to play at Mississippi State.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. And
Egg Bowl.
I will give Levy a ton of credit for.
I wouldn't be shocked in the least if they're 9-3 at the end of the season.
And that's his old dude, right?
Yeah.
When they go back, Egg Bowl.
That's sort of their thing.
Yeah, they're 9-3, and they're not out of the playoff. It wouldn't shock me in the least.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Still all good stuff across the board of what we were treated to. Some revealing, some shocking, some basically telling you this is the way it's going to go. And Brian Kelly still has to figure out how to run the football. And they were trolling him on X, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. Because remember, he chastised the reporter after the game against Florida when they made the run on the last play, and then they could not run the football. Yeah. So you're right, that defense did step up.
Does he make it out of this year, Matt? Does he make it to next year, I should ask?
This is the beginning of the
I think if they win, they get to the playoff, he will. If they if they don't get to the playoff, I don't know, man.
I don't think they're going to get to the playoff. They look like ass.
I'll just tell you this.
No, they could get
but it's so up and down really each week with these teams.
But they're also at Alabama, at Oklahoma. They got some tough games coming up.
I mean, have they looked good in any game this year? Has LSU looked good in any game this year?
No, not really. Clemson, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. If that one touchdown pass is called a touchdown pass like it should have, then they win that game 24-10. You're like, all right.
True.
What about your boy Fran Brown? We was giving him the SEC job just a week ago.
Fran Brown, man.
And Manny put the whooping stick on him,
but it's just they lost their quarterback.
Woo.
Yeah, but
they didn't lose their quarterback.
Yeah,
you can't lose 38-3 though to Duke.
No, I didn't expect that, especially after Duke got worked by Illinois.
I didn't expect that either, but Duke was ready to play, man.
Yeah, Duke got worked by Illinois. That's how bad it was that they lost to Bielema and company.
Manny's done a good job there, Duke.
Yeah, he does.
He really has.
But they went out and paid for Mensa. They paid for them to win those big ball games. They got embarrassed against Illinois, and now they at least were able.
Tulane, right?
Yeah, they
didn't Tulane that his Mensa's old school came in and whooped him.
Yeah,
just last week, I think.
The other thing,
they beat Tulane.
Yeah, they beat.
They beat Tulane. They beat them eventually rather handily, actually.
Yeah, that's how they turned it around that game.
No, Tulane beat Duke. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Did they?
Yes.
I'm thinking, what am I thinking?
34-27.
You're right. I was thinking of I'm thinking of someone else then. Who did Tulane lose to? That's who I'm thinking of.
It was
Arkansas, or they
That might have been Arkansas.
They lost to Ole Miss. That's what it was. Ole Miss beat the heck out.
Okay,
That's
yes. And everyone was like, that might be an upset
That's
next
why I
week.
was getting
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to the Jags, wrap it up with them. It is XLP Mokama Beer Company Monday. They're open every day. They got that tap room ready to serve up some delicious craft coffee in the morning, some cold craft in the afternoon, whatever it might be. Make sure you check out Mokama Beer Company.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford.
I love my propane company. They always answer when I call and give me great prices and fast service. Said no one ever.
Until now. Need propane for your home or business? Seabreeze Propane is bringing the propane as North Florida's new local propane provider. Visit SeabreezeLP.com. Seabreeze Propane. We make propane cool, brother. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Post-game Monday on 1010XL. Served by Dandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956.
Yo, this is Tony from Tony D's. Are you looking for a great slice of pizza? Well, we have about 12 varieties. Most places won't have slices of pizza after lunch. At Tony D's, you can get a slice all day. It's always fresh at Tony D's Pizza. Bay Meadows and 295.
Expert Automotive on St. John's Bluff Road has some of the highest Google reviews in Jax for a reason. Expert Auto never sells greed, only what you need. All makes and models are serviced at Expert Automotive. This month, get an alignment inspection for only $19.99. Expert Auto does major engine and transmission repair and simple maintenance. All services done at Expert Auto by our ASC certified training technicians. Call today, 374-3373, and ask about $50 off any service. Expert Automotive. We never sell greed, only what you need.
When the unexpected happens, you shouldn't have to face it alone. I'm Chris Campione, and at Campione Law, we're here to fight for you. Whether it's an auto accident or a slip and fall, our Jacksonville team takes care of every detail, from investigating the incident to securing multi-million-dollar verdicts, so you can focus on getting better. And remember, you don't pay a dime unless we win your case. Our commitment is 24/7, bringing you the real support from real people who really care. Campione Law, your dedicated partners in justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
Julington Creek Pest Control has been serving our community since 1984. Our turf management program is an all-out blitz, granular fertilization, weed and insect control, keeping your lawn championship green all year. Quarterly pest control stops bugs before they ever cross your goal line. Family-owned, locally operated, expert technicians, top quality products, no gimmicks, just winning results. Julington Creek Pest Control, our family serving yours since 1984.
Hey Jacksonville, this is Chip Davis, director of the Flounder Pounder Fishing Tournament. We are fast approaching our 16th annual tournament benefiting the Jacksonville School for Autism. With the help of our amazing community, we raised over $1.4 million the last 15 years. This year's tournament will be held at Palm Valley Outdoors on the Intercoastal Waterway. Captain's meeting is Thursday night, October 9th, and the tournament is Saturday, October 11th. I'm inviting you and your family to come out and enjoy our tournament festivities, raise some money, and support autism awareness. Special thanks to U.S. Army Recruitment Jacks for their support. Flounder Pounder for Autism 2025. See you there.
I've been having knee problems for probably 6 months, and my knee was getting worse, and I had heard about Southeast Orthopedics on the radio, and I gave them a call. They got me right in. Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. It was painless, and it's been doing fantastic. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Keeping kids active is a full-time job for parents, so let I-9 Sports help. They've got winter and spring registration open right now for kids all over the First Coast to enjoy their favorite sports. Log on to i9sports.com and don't miss out on the upcoming seasons. Enter 1010 in the promo code.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
All right, my takeaway is that I think this team, this Jaguar team on both sides of the ball, is enjoying kicking other teams' behinds. and that's right up my alley. Absolutely right up my alley. I love it. That speech after the game where Leon was, you could just tell, listen, the heartbeat of your coaching staff, your head coach, your resume, your play is his resume.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, your play is his resume.
Very true.
You're a replica of what your coach is. Intense, fiery, get after it. I love that kind of stuff. So I just want this team to continue with that. Don't get comfortable with it. Just come every day. I mean, every week to kick another team's ass. Mm-hmm. And it starts with KC, Monday Night Football.
And it is pretty simple. If you win that battle, more often than you lose that battle, you're going to stay in playoff contention every year. You might make it with a 9-8. You certainly will have something to play for all the way to the final Sunday. Massive step forward. Yeah.
Give you a little stat as my takeaway. It's been 316 days since Georgia last won a game against an FBS opponent without overtime.
Saucy nugs. Without overtime. All right, so you got to give me kind of like
Tech.
The genesis of that.
So Tennessee, they won in overtime.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech.
Last year.
Texas.
Okay.
Overtime.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech. Overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Power 5. What did I say? FBS? Power 5.
FBS. I'm thinking, yeah.
Power 5.
Yeah.
Before that was UMass, not Power 5.
Right.
The last time they beat a Power 5 team, Power 4 now, without overtime, was Tennessee last year.
Huh. That's pretty. So they've been
in
stretched
November, early November.
So close to a year's time, they've been stretched to the limit basically each time. Yeah, I get it.
By the way, very quiet on the text line from the Georgia and FSU fans. Very quiet. It's weird.
Well, Georgia was fired up. Yes, they were.
Very quiet.
There's one Georgia fan in particular who really likes to give it to us.
Very, very quiet.
caps.
It's odd.
Did not have an affinity for any of us.
I don't know why it's like that. It's weird, right?
Well, sometimes there are phone problems. I don't know if you know that.
Right.
Sometimes people don't pay their bill. Sometimes they just get bad service.
I got to give High Tide credit. Like, win or lose Alabama, he's on that text line, man.
Well, and it's only because he's so mellow. He rolls one early.
True.
And so that way he just kind of just levels out. But he felt going into this game, he did send me smoke signals that he thought this thing could be a huge win for the Crimson Tide. All right, let's say hello to Helmets and Heels.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
All right, Lauren Brooks joins us now. Helmets and Heels getting ready to roll.
Yeah, is there such a thing as watching too much football?
I don't think so.
Is that possible? No? Okay, good.
Yeah, you can go to the doctor and they'll look at you like that. I don't see the problem.
Yeah.
I can write you a script for it, but I don't think you need to worry. There was a lot of good sporting events on over the weekend.
There were. I didn't find myself watching much of the Ryder Cup after the way things went on Friday.
Well,
I was monitoring the scoring.
It got really good.
Yeah, it did.
Yesterday.
It did yesterday. But by that point in time, there was so much football on.
Well, Friday and Saturday, they went through
Gotta
without
have multiple TVs, folks.
They didn't sweep any session, and then they didn't take more than a point out of each session. It was just ridiculous what they had coming in
Yeah, well, they dug themselves a hole. And we have multiple TVs, JJ. I guess I'm just more football.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, what's coming up?
Yeah, we're going to talk. What do you think?
Yeah.
About a
Jaguar
Jags victory. That's right.
Yeah.
Victory Monday. And how sweet it is to be 3-1. We'll talk a little college football as well.
Yeah, first time, I think, since 2017, twice in the last 18 years, this team's been 3-1.
But unfortunately, it's first time since 2018, and we know how that season went. So we're not going to talk about 2018. That's right. Very different team.
All right, sounds
that
good,
head coach
Lauren.
wasn't getting in any fights.
All right, thank you. We'll be listening. Yeah, because that was the Super Bowl.
Well, there's no Keenan here, so we can smoke a cigar.
Yeah, because you took the victory cigar out to the parking lot.
Yeah, me and Keenan smoked one and said, hey, man, we going to Super Bowl, baby.
And it's really not you to get ahead of yourself.
Never me, never.
Gotta get him, dog. I'm trying to break him. Gotta get him, dog. A big search.
You can say what you want to say. I played good in that game.
Yeah, you did. I honestly think the most genius part of the whole thing.
That was Kane on Kane crying right there.
It was too funny, man.
But the most genius part of the whole thing was the actual title. When you go back and think about it.
Yeah. You guys didn't think about that?
Oh, yeah.
No.
All right, we're done. Thanks to Mocama Beer Company. They're never done. Open 7 days a week. Make sure you check them out. They got music. They got great food. They got great craft. Just check them out, mocama.com, and find them up there in the Dina. We are done. Big Sirs, that lyricist that he is, Maddie, Josie, and JJ.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford. A high-performance machine raises eyebrows and holds your attention.
And play big-time football on a big-time stage.
And so it is with the performance painting high-performance